What is up everyone, it's CMG here. So for today's video I thought I would go ahead and tell you exactly what I think of the new Battle for Olympus game mode in Overwatch 2 now that I've played a few games on it. I reckon this is going to be a shorter video than usual because I don't think there's very much to say other than my own personal opinion, and that's pretty much as far as it goes really. So in order to fully elaborate my feelings, I might as well try my best to explain the game mode in its fullest first, and then try to optimize on the feelings towards it at the end of the video, so I hope you can stick around for that. But before I go ahead and explain the game mode, I just want to remind you all once again, if you like this idea for a video and you want to see more in the future, then go ahead and click on the subscribe button, send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. For those of you that have done it already, thank you. I really highly appreciate you. Right, so let's talk about the Battle for Olympus game mode. So what actually happens in the game mode? So basically, it is your average free-for-all deathmatch mode, which is what this is based off of. However, you only get a handful of heroes to play in this game mode. So in the tank class you play Junker Queen as Zeus, Reinhardt as Minotaur, Ramatra as Poseidon, and Roadhog as Cyclops. In the damage class you have the choice of playing Widowmaker as Medusa, Pharah as Hades, and for the support class you only have the choice of Lucio as Hermes. The objective of the game is a pretty basic deathmatch stipulation. Get 20 eliminations quicker than the other players in the lobby to win the game. However, there are some changes that make this game mode unique and ones that fit the theme of the mode itself. On the map, you're able to collect these barrels that allow you to charge up your ultimate by 30%. There are also armor packs that you can collect to bulk up your armor, but honestly, I don't really feel these are all that important, and I find myself just dying quickly anyway, regardless of how many of these packs I end up collecting before an encounter. So yeah. But the most obvious change, and one that gives this game mode a bit of a standout, is that some of the heroes have some changes to their ults to fit the theme of the event. So basically I'll just explain maybe a handful of these heroes. I probably won't mention everyone, but yeah, these are some examples. So Widowmaker's ult allows you to turn opponents into a statue and make it easier to land a headshot. This is relevant to the character she is portraying, Medusa, who in Greek mythology, if you look at her directly into her eyes, you would turn to stone. So that kind of makes sense. When you're trying to make a shot and they see you, they completely freeze and you have a chance of, getting a quick headshot. Quite overpowered, I must say. Another example of an ult change is Roadhog, who instead of shooting out scraps from his gun to push away enemies, he shoots out huge Sigma boulders that deal tons of damage, and he also increases his HP by 1,000, I believe. Pharah as Hades as her ult can actually move while performing Rocket Barrage, something that she isn't able to do in the proper game, and also after performing this, is now able to fire out a spray of 3 rockets instead of just 1. Junker Queen as Zeus, when she performs her Rampage ultimate, deals huge damage, and when she fires her shots, it lands on an enemy and a lightning bolt is summoned, allowing for even more damage being dealt. There are only 4 venues for the Battle of Olympus game mode, these being Petra, Colosseo, Ilios Ruins, and Chateau Guillard. And I guess the only reason why they chose these 4 maps was because they fit the theme for the event more than any of the other maps. Now, that being the case, I'm actually quite amazed that Necropolis didn't make some kind of appearance here. Yes, the map is supposed to be based on ancient Egypt instead of Greek mythology, but it does set the scene a lot better than a map like Chateau Guillard does, right? I mean, I think it's the whole sunshine kind of theme with the different buildings and very, very ancient feel to them. Kind of like would fit the Greek mythology, even though it's kind of like from ancient Egypt. Yeah. Probably the only real gripe that sticks out like a sore thumb, and I'm sure that a lot of people have actually touched on this already, is the fact that you cannot play this game mode with friends. I find this really strange, especially when you're able to play deathmatch normally with friends. While you're in a stack waiting for a game, you can play a little deathmatch. This rather than just sit there twiddling your thumbs. So if you can do that, why can we not play this game mode with friends? It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, now that we've tried our best to explain Battle for Olympus, what do I truly think of the game mode? Well, I think it's a pretty basic one. It's not like the type of game mode that's going to make me jump out of my seat the first time I lay eyes on it. Maybe some PvE this year will do that. All it is just basically a free-for-all deathmatch game mode with standout stipulations that make it look unique and fit the theme of the event. And also, I feel this game mode is partly being used to showcase the current legendary skins for the event, and then giving you the urge to spend money in the shop to buy the skins so that you can use them elsewhere. I think this is probably what they're intending to do with future Overwatch 2 seasons as well. They might showcase a game mode in the future with a specified theme attached to it, and then the skins that come with the event, they'll include those skins in the game mode, and then it'll be like, hey, these skins are pretty good, aren't they? Why don't you purchase them in the shop? Kind of ordeal. You know how they did it with Halloween Terror and the new game mode, the sequel to Junkenstein's Revenge, where they had all of these skins showcased. So Junker Queen, Sojourn, Ash. Well, Ash was originally an old skin, and also Kiriko. All of those skins were shown off in the sequel to the Junkenstein's Revenge, and you just had the point of, you know, going into the shop and buying those skins. But the problem is, these skins were just ridiculously overpriced. And speaking of that, yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But anyway, that being said, I've honestly had a lot of fun with Battle for Olympus. The good thing about this game mode is that it's something unlike anything else we've seen in the past 6 years of Overwatch. When you think we've had to endure with tons of repeated events, game modes and content, and it's gotten completely stale. Finally, we are getting to see whole new ways of playing Overwatch with game modes that we're seeing for the first time. And to me, as a veteran Overwatch player, it makes a huge difference. And I'd rather focus on that side of the game rather than just complain about how skins are trying to be sold. Yes, they're pretty expensive. Yes, Blizzard need to figure out their price points for the content. But when you see that the content they're putting out is good quality, along with the game modes, then we have to applaud the devs for giving as much as they can to us. And, well, I'm extremely thankful for that. The only problem is, well, get your prices sorted out because they're terrible. They're too expensive. And, well, I'm not going to just go out and just buy these skins on the price points that you're offering because that's just terrible. But anyway, what do you think of the new game mode Battle for Olympus? Have you been enjoying it? Do you think it could be better? Let me know in the comment section down below. So this is going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this idea for a video and you want to see more in the future, then go ahead and click on the subscribe button, send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. You can also check me out on all of my social medias, my Twitter account, my Discord, and of course, my TikTok. Thank you for stopping by, chaps. Have a great day. Have a great life. Be nice to your fellow gamers because we are all human beings. I've been CMG as always, and until the next video, I shall see you later. Peace.